Hello my friends, and welcome back to Factorio. Today we're going to carry on where we left off, and we're going to start by ramping up our coal production because we're going to need a lot more of that. So we're going to go up here to our coal mine, and we're going to need some more miners. Let's build as many of those as we can, we're going to need a lot. So if you remember, we've got our copper production smelting array here, not producing anything yet. We need more belts. But ultimately on this video I'd like to get to the point where we can build at least the beginnings of a mall, a shopping centre. And that's going to furnish us with the raw materials, raw items we need to build all the other stuff. So let's place our mining drill down, electric mining drill. And we've already got the power cables in place from former efforts. Now he's got over on the right panel there, you see the expected resources are 5.2 thousand, that's plenty for now. Later on we're going to explore further afield. Now this early placement of this power line pylon is in our way, so we're going to move that out of the way. Now we've lost power to this side because we're not branching across. This is temporary, guys, we'll sort that out later. Yeah, with a more concerted effort, with different, more advanced pylons which have a greater coverage. So now we've got more than twice as many as we had before. Let's see if we've got any more bricks to collect. Have we got any bricks? We can lay some more paths, just so we can traverse this land more quickly. Should we go across here? Yep. Hold down a button and run. Where should we go? Carry on down here. Bit of a dog's leg, but practical. And we're out. There we go. So what do we need here? We need to furnish these with. They've got them going, but they need coal as their fuel supply. So we've got some undergroundies. We've got one there. Pass that through. Q to pick up. Quick tool pipette, I suppose. And now we should have the coal coming through and filtering through, and this is the clever bit. There we go, we've got the coal on this side of the transport belt and the raw material we want to process on the other side, coming in there. So this splitter puts them on there, this one puts them on there. And the reason we do this splitter here, we could just put that straight onto there, of course, but we may want to extend this out here to produce another companion smelting array for more copper plates. Sorry, iron plates, because iron is very heavily used throughout the production line. So that's more coal going. Let's get some more power, because as we build a mall we're going to build a lot more assembly machines, these things, and that's going to take a lot more power. So we've got some lined up. We can stack these two adjacent to the existing ones, but they need an output of power line provision, so the maximum reach of this is that there, which just, you see the green coverage area covers those two turbines. If I go any further it loses its connection to the power grid, so we'll put it there. So the next one, we can't put it in line with this, we won't be able to put the turbines here, you see, so we'll have to move this one step to the right. And if I have the item, we get a pipe. Remember, these are the boilers, these feed off water from the water supply here. They boil it up producing steam. So we'll bridge that gap, let that water filter through, and we'll extend this coal provision. The boilers require fuel a fire beneath the water to produce the steam. And we are using electric inserters here, these guys, so they need power. Let's bridge that across. So basically we've got a power station here providing itself, really. We can use what's called burner inserters, which feed themselves off coal, but that puts a drain on coal. We don't need. These guys are very hungry for coal, so they need all they can get. Now can I build another turbine? You see how that needs 10 iron plates, 10 iron gear wheels, which themselves need a couple of iron plates to produce, and iron pipes, which of course need iron plates to produce. Iron, again, very a resource which is in very heavy demand. So our research has stopped. Why? Let's have a look. They're not producing any red. This is because at the moment this was a temporary setup just to get going. And see, this assembly machine is producing iron gear wheels. You'll find I call them cogs because I find that easier to say sometimes. But that goes into the making of the red science flasks, which are going along here now. And we've got the production, the research effort going on again. That won't last long. I probably need to go and grab some more. So we've got our, from last time round we got this going where we're outputting from our smelting array some iron plates. I press F to pick up off the transport belt. Meanwhile these are happily building us some transport belts. The more we're aiming to get will include and incorporate transport production of all different kinds, along with many other things. So the science is going. I'm going to give him the rest of my plates that I've just picked up. Again, he needs a lot. I'm not going to hook him up yet. I think we can work with this manually till we get our mall going. We just want some of this science to have been researched. This cog machine, mentioned it last time, will alternate its output, give one to the left side, give one to the outside on the right. And they're going to place on the far side of the belts, remember. Picking up from the belts, they can pick up from either side. And the arrow indicates the direction of the inserter, pick up from there, put on their belts. The cogs feeding directly, as you see. So let's plan out, let's think. I've got some blueprints ready here. We've got our faithful old smelting array there, which can be used for stone, copper or iron. We want our mall. So a mall, as you see, is a massive complex of assembly machines with conveyor belts feeding. Let's go to our map view so we get a bit of more of an overview. So I want to place this, the inputs to this are on, if we zoom in, can you just see on the right there, the lanes of transport belts? Those are inputs, and we need to feed in specific resources into those different lanes, and in turn down the lane they'll split off and feed the relevant assembly machines that need that resource. So by no means are we going to build or be able to build all this more at once in from the off, because there's just too much. Well, we would need many more transport belts, many more underground belts and splitters. So we're going to build, or place rather, the blueprint in a position where it's ready to receive some of those raw materials. So let's think about this. We've got the iron coming out. Let's get rid of this blueprint in a minute. Iron feeding out here. We're going to have the copper. See if I can get that going today. copper feeding out here, but essentially we're going to come down here and across, go across. So we'll have a main thoroughfare of iron plates and copper plates. Somewhere in here we're going to have steel production, which is derived from the iron, further processed into steel. Steel is needed by various things in the mall. Copper, yeah, we're going to feed in there. Let's get cracking. Where do we want to place that mall? Bearing in mind positioning I just indicated, I think we're going to slap it here. We'll go as far over to the left as I can. Hold down shift and place it. So that's placed our blueprint. Come back to character control and let's look at what this gives us. Nothing yet, of course, it's just a ghost of placement items. But if we look a bit further on, we see here we've got a massive production going on of iron gear wheels, cogs, because over to the left because we've only researched certain things at the moment, it's only showing us the things that affords us, that we can build with that research. So here you see we've got our transport belts, our underground belts, and our splitters in the yellow guys. Here's going to be later the evolution of yellow is to red, which can operate faster, and then furthermore into blue, faster still. Radar, we're going to need those to explore the map, scan the surrounding area, look for those native indigenous creatures that can do us harm, the biters as they're called. And that's just a simple producer of boxes. So, and further down here we've got our production of inserters. So we've got the yellow and red research. We have just researched I think we saw it, the fast inserters, which have disappeared off the queue now. But these blue inserters operate very quickly. They're going to be very useful in here, as you see, heavily used. And this one here is going to be blue. Now that that's research, what I do is I take the mall blueprint, I'll zoom out, and I place it carefully back over the original, hold shift, tap it again, and that should update, you see now, with all the items with further research since last we placed that. And it won't, if I had already built this, it won't overwrite it, it just adds 2. So we're going to need, and there's our fast inserter, and our filter inserter, that one we can set, as the name suggests, filters on the items it may pick up. So if you've got a transport belt with 2 types of resource on there, we can tell that filter inserter just to pick up one of those. We can target it, which is very handy. Got some more military stuff. There's our radar. We're low on resources ourselves. But what are we going to build? We're going to... ideally we want these as red belts, but we don't have those yet, do we? So we're going to need, if we look here, we've got these markers placed down called, well, they're called constant combinators. That comes into some of the logical tests, plots we can do, but here they're just used as indicators of what we need to feed into this lane. So this one is purely iron plates, and over here we see it's going to split off down here and be picked up in order to produce iron gear wheels, and off here for the underground belt, and down here with, well, the transport belt, and so on. Let's just get it built. So let's see where our line is. And what you might notice is down here we've got another feed and another one of iron plates, and down the bottom what have we got? And another. So yeah, there's that heavy use, plain to see. So what we're going to do, we don't need to keep these, but I like to, just to remind me of what's going where. But I am going to... I haven't got any, can't build any. Why can't I build any? I need iron plates. Let me just grab some of those from over here. We'll get on our path and run a bit quicker. Let's grab some of these from our production line. We are going to need to put more furnaces on this effort here, because we're going to need much more, as you see over to the left. How many have I got? So I can build 6. Let's build all of those. I'm going to need splitters as well, which they themselves need transport belts and green circuits, electronic circuits. Let's pick up some more belts. Thank you very much. I've got a lot. Should have enough to build a fair amount in terms of the lanes. Let's get back over here. And what we need to make sure is we need to feed at least one of these, so it starts producing cogs down the lane, probably 2, so we feed both sides of this production line. And we want to feed some of this down here, which is going to depend on this one. So let's start with this. That automatically fills in. Now, splitters gonna be, this is the painful part of the beginning stage of this game, is you never have enough of what you want. This is why we want to get this more built. Save us having to bother and just pick it up. Later on we get little robot helpers that will bring those items to us as well, which is great. Let's have this here, so we can carry that line on there if we want for later exploit. For now I'm being efficient here, just going down as far as I need. Let's go all the way down to here. So we've got all these assembly machines covered, and as far as possible off to the right. You know, you see here these ones are actually not picking up from obviously this belt, they can't reach. They're outputting to this same belt here. So the output is going to be there. And the same for you. Get these replaced with red belts later on. But your feed is coming from there, isn't it? Oh dear. And we're going up. Not sure I want these yet. Probably don't need them all. Now we're going to need to build yellow. We're going to need green circuits. So yeah, everything depends on something else. Get a bit of wood from that dead tree. Let's think. So yeah, green circuits certainly come in here along with red. Where else? Which feed? We don't want these getting built. We want these inserters. Need lots of those. So where do you pick up from? If we hover over the the ghost of the assembly machine, we can see the arrows pointing inwards are where it picks up from. So let's just remind ourselves on here we need iron plates, iron gear, so that all needs iron plates, and then we need electronic circuits. So where are you getting electronic circuits? Follow this one, coming upwards but follow it down, coming like this one here. So let's remind ourselves here we need that providing, and we have a blueprint. Do we? Yeah, there for green electronics. So we're going to need to put that off here somewhere so we can feed into these lanes here and here. How are we doing? Which do we want first, guys? Let's have the underground belts and these cogs. Let's get some power to them. Let's bring these power poles. A bit hard to see among the tangle of wires. And oh god, out of power poles. Let's get those built. Down here you see the progress of a build action I've just invoked. Needs the copper wire first from our local storage, inventory storage of copper plates that I picked up earlier. Let's go across here. And we'll hook that up to our main line, to the power grid. And it can be fussy here because I've got other power pylons in here. Which one is feeding the others? Let's see, you're still flashing because of you. Here we go. So we've got power to our assembly. I'm going to need underground provision there. And I'm not going to build blue inserters yet, so I'm going to replace. Let's get the direction correct. Oh, I can't. Can I build another? Let's get myself some more iron. Trek back over here to our current line. In fact, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to feed it all the way along. Let's stand on it so it's a bit quicker. Adds the speed of the belt to my speed. Now where are we? Gonna need to split this off, you see, to here, this line here, and this line, and this line, and later on this line. Let's block that in. Let's go across. If I drag over that line of coal, it automatically puts the underground is in, which is nice. Can I build any? Yeah, I need some raw iron plates, don't I? To build the other things. Let's pick these up as they arrive. Build some splitters, build all I can. Takes a while. That's why, again, it's good to have them all, because they can be building things while I'm away, kind of exploring, doing other activities. And let's see about ramping this up. Yeah, I don't have enough. I've got 4 inserters. Get the furnaces in place, get the power in place. I've got a bit more production going on. What do I need to make more? I need some more of these pylons. So I'm lacking wood, really. Get these dead trees while I'm here. How's our power production going? Let's have a look. Up to 4.5 megawatts we can produce with these turbines, and the demand, i.e. the satisfaction level, is currently half a megawatt approximately. It's going to fluctuate, and we can see here which items are drawing the power. All our 12 mining drills, our assembly machines, inserters, science labs, all that's going to be driven up when we build extra things. So we're going to need to keep on top of this production to meet that demand. That's that bridge when we get to it. Oh no, I picked up coal then. Not to worry. Let's see, what do we need? We need more assembly machines, didn't we? Because to build these, you need these. So let's grab this. This is actually a blue. I don't know if you can just see there the blue coloration of that assembly machine. That's a level 2 assembly machine, which has a higher production rate. For now we've only researched automation level 1, so that's our limit. I need some... So you could build one in one blue, but that depends and uses up one yellow. So I can satisfy more. If I just build the yellow, let's get some more iron. And let's build 10 of those. Need 1, 2, let's get some red. These are the long-handed inserters, in case we need to pass things across from assembly machines to another assembly machine. Need some boxes, don't I? As you maybe seen on there. Boxes into which to drop our output. The red box placeholder there, those are logistic boxes, they're known as, and they come into play later when we've got the robots that will come and fetch from that box. If, as I'm forced to at the moment, just put down I'm going to replace it with an iron box. The logistics robots can't see the content of that, it's just a regular box, but they can see the content of red. We also get green and yellow, blue boxes for other purposes related to robotics. Long way off that though yet, guys. Right, so we need, let's get some inserters going. We need an input for there, we need an input for there, we need an output to this box and an input of transport belts. Let's get these boxes temporarily on our hotbar. And let's put our box there. We need an output there, we need power. Let's see, let's assess this now. So we've got nothing coming to you, have we? Let's put a yellow one in your place. And you need an output. And I suspect we're going to have to build this one. Yep, we are. Let's see, we've got one more. Can actually have an assembly machine later on down here, you see there, down left, building assembly machines, which is great. You're going to output onto that belt and alternate to this belt, but you need to pick up from here your raw material. I can't remember why you've got 2 inputs, you've got one there and one there. Get rid of one. And this is for our splitter provision. We will get that going, we'd like to get that going. You need an input, so we need a splitter to bridge that gap. We need a box, and we need an output to an assembly machine we don't have. Can I build one? No. Remedy that in a moment. Let's get some more iron. So now we could build up to 2. Let's keep going and see how much we can pick up, provide for. Well, let's get 6 started. Because, yeah, I want to plug these in. This in. And you're going to need some more inserters. Can I build any? Yep. and more boxes. Boxes for all the things and all the stuff. Going to need power. Anywhere else? We're just going to have our first column of cog production here, so make sure we feed at least these 3 items. Let's get that going in there. Check we've got, in a moment we'll check we've got inputs and outputs to everywhere. This one we're going to output here and place a box into which you can drop them. You can drop into there. These, remember, these produce 2 transport belts every second. Hence it's optimal to have a blue inserter which is faster, can pick them up and put them in the box more quickly. How are we looking? So we've got, best way to find out sometimes is to connect it all. We need for that we're going to need some splitters, some undergroundies. So we're going to split this off here, and we're going to take a line up here to this one. Get rid of this tree. Going to be on our way, isn't it? Let's go up here. And then in a moment we'll connect this one up. Let's just watch this, get this underground in place. There we go. So it should come across. And the splitter, because there's no output lane at the moment, it should send everything this way. And there we go, we've got some activity, and this one is producing. There we go, there's the cogs. I didn't put a inserter there to grab from there. There we go. So here we go, we're sharing transport belts out to here, which are utilised in the production of undergroundies. Need a power pole here. And one there. Yeah, green, they need green electronic circuits. So we're going to get that going, hopefully in a few minutes. Otherwise we're not going to get any of these produced, or other things that depend on those. But are we getting anything? So we're getting some transport belts and some undergroundies. So now that that's going, actually, let's go and get rid of our temporary provision. Over here near the smelting array. So let's get rid of the inserter first, otherwise it just keeps grabbing, placing. So we can reclaim what's already here, and grab these. Let's see, just check while we're here the demands on our smelters, on our resources. We are going to need a lot of these guys. Output, output, input, input. Power. And we've got, once it fills its baseline needs of coal fuel, it's going to start producing. There we go. So we've got 8. Now to fully populate this lane, we're going to, well, we would need 48 of these guys. But we will momentarily be needing a lot. We're going to need it in our steel production and in our mall. The steel itself is needed, of course, in the mall. Let's get that going. So yeah, at the moment I haven't got an assembly machine in the mall that's producing inserters, any green electronic circuits in order to do that. But I can build those myself with copper and iron. So I'm running low on copper. Let's get our copper plates going, shall we? Going to need that soon anyway. Oh, that's here, sorry. Let's flesh this out, shall we? Do we have enough? Let's get this rigged up. Go this way, make sure we follow the pattern we need. Copper plates aren't quite so heavily used as iron, but certainly a key component in some. Need iron to build these. What can I do there? I don't have any iron ore. Let's just mine some and let's get it to just give us some. I've got coal I can give it. Give the furnace, and I'm now collecting some iron ore which I can give to the. I've got to really get some. Up here. Let's see if we got any. Silly me, forgot about those. Where's our power line? Got one here. This of course is going to be for our mining drills. Let's go across and up. There we go. Let's hopefully start to see. If I put some copper on this lane, let's imagine we're going to feed it in there. I can hold this in my hand. That's pathetic, Si. Let's go and sort this out. You got any? What am I doing? I need this baby. Don't I? Let's see. Gonna be a bit uneven to start with. Let's get some transport belts. So you're gonna come along here. Automation, this is what it's all about. Let's have a look. There we go. See, and the music cue kicks in to say we've got some automation going. It's not a lot, but it's just the beginning. And let's see, get these furnaces in place, get some more inserters built, so that we may try and get at least 8 going. Let's see in this endeavour. I'm going to be one short. But not to worry. No power. Let's at least get them operating. Yep. Let's pick up this. I need lots of this actually for the green electronics, so yeah, good to get this going now. How many do I need? Just the one. Let's go, let's go. Yep, okay. So now you see the copper ore is not quite making it to these far reaches, but that's because we haven't got enough production. Let's get some more miners going on here. There we come. Let's see. Let's see if four miners are enough to produce copper ore sufficient to get at least this far. Again, the goal is to saturate this transport belt so you don't have these sort of concerns. If you extend this further and further, it will gradually run out. Because you see each furnace is picking up as they pass. Not every time, because they want to hold two. So they have one to produce and one spare. The ones at this end will see that they're holding two, you know, consistently. And that's because the iron ore is invariably reaching this first furnace. Gonna need more of these. Let's get another one at least. Go to the maximum extent of that. And what we'll do is we'll trash these, don't need these anymore. Now we made that because we need this and this to produce green circuits. Where are we? Here. Now for the mall, sorry, my Americanisms galore here, but that's what it's known as really in the game. We don't need, so we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need this many, I don't think. And where are we going to put it? We need use our map instead of running backwards and forwards. We need some up here on this is needs copper plates and steel beams, steel bars. So that's a transport lane with one item on one side, the other on the other side. Do we need any more? And we need the same down here eventually for these later items, I think. Let's see. So we've got ambitions, we definitely need these. Let's get that in place, and that one, and the blue one. Cogs, probably. I don't think we need these for the production of any of these. Mining. Electric miners, yes, we're going to need lots of those. Many tens of those at once. So you need, I'm thinking too far ahead. Let's focus on these basic provisions. So Yep, we need inserters. We need inserters to build inserters. Of course we do. I've got no power pylons. Because I need more trees, don't I? I need more wood. Once we get steel going, we can produce steel pylons, which don't utilise the wood, so that helps. For now. Do a live tree, we get 4. Let's do that. Ruin the nature, sorry about that. Nice variety of colour there. They add to the game. They do get in the way and they are a resource, as in the real world. And with that we can build... Oh, yes, we'll have all 45 of you, please. So we need a power pylon coming down into this region. Let's see. There. And again, we won't see if that's valid until we actually place inserters there, really. They'll flash like this one. This hasn't got power. The assembly line. Assembly machine. Now it does, and we want to output you. Yes, we do. We're going to have an iron box, and to produce red they depend on, let's see, they need basically iron plus a yellow inserter. So that's going to grab this long-handed inserter from the right, from the assembly machine, directly into this assembly machine, and we're going to give you an output box. You don't have power, let's see, you do now, and we're going to need, let's go and pick up some, hopefully manufactured. Oh, we have 112, you see guys, that's what we're talking about, that's what we need. Let's have these stragglers. We're going to limit this production to about 150 items. This one's already got a decent limit. What can we do? Let's put our splitter in. Yeah, I don't want you yet. Don't want those iron pipes. But I do want you. Let's go down to there, see how we go. Ah, yeah, they're beavering away over there to the left. See how this is all bitty amounts, and these guys are going to run out. They're going to use more than they're getting, so let's get across here. Let's see if we can't. And let's grab this, sorry, let's grab this copper. Build ourselves some more inserters. Let's bring this down. It's about there. Have that going across that way. But yeah, we're going to need more miners to feed more furnaces. More power needed for the existing ones. Let's at least get these going. So we've got 3, 6, 12. And we will flesh this out. I'm not going to extend this yet. We basically don't have the provisions of iron ore for it. Need some of these resources, I'm afraid. Let's get those building. Yeah, we need to fill these gaps as much as possible so that the assembly machines aren't left wanting for more. Come on, come on, come on. Three additional, let's give that power. Let's hope at least we can get these all provided for. Maybe even more. Let's see how this goes. Just watch that for a moment. Yeah, it's not really, is it? Not really getting there, is it, guys? Gonna need more. Let's just picking some items up off the belt there, because we need more mines. Getting slightly better on the output side, but we're going to build some more drills. You got any resources to speak of? I think... oh, didn't have enough. Get them built. I need a whole line of these, really. We got any spare in here? No, let's trash these now. These rocks are going to get in the way of the mining drills I'm going to build. Get those cleared. Right, so we've got 3 more. Get that in. Don't know. Start building out here. Back up to there. Get some. These are internal areas far richer than the peripheral. Let's make sure you've got some power. And make sure you've got some output. This bit here is a bit incidental. What we want to do is blend it in, and so you can just feed it directly onto this side by connecting this up, but it will just drop onto this outside lane, if you want to call it that, the near side lane of the transport belt. By adding a splitter here, it's going to balance that across this input and better populate this main line here, the main feed. Let's see. So now, yes, that's good. We're stacking up now. That means if I've got the materials, we can add some more and get some more output of the actual plates. Oh, I've only got 3. Let's do 1. Can I build another? I just want that 1. Get some power in. Get this resource feed going. So now we've got 4, 8, we've got 16. So now we're getting a slightly better output here. Gotta keep an eye on that power. Let's bring this across while we're here. Now, what we're going to do is we need a split. If we see the demand here for on one side of a transport belt, the copper plates, same up here. See if we can build, yes we can build a splitter. And this is what we want to see. We want to see the provisions start backing up. That means we're over supplying, which is good. We'll soon put a bigger drain on that, massive strain on that resource. Get a splitter in here, just go around this and we'll go up and above. Here we go. Is that belt, that pylon going to be in the way? No, good. Go up. Now here remember we want a line, transport line, transport belt, and we want to drop this on the one side of this. So let's go up and above, we'll go around. I'll leave some space here because I want the steel to come in here. But you see now that's feeding onto the near side of the transport belt only. If I got rid of that, this would then curve round and fill both, so I'll leave that there. But let's imagine, yeah, we need to place onto this near side, the right hand side, the steel, and then it will go across. That's for our steel. Now where do I need that? I don't need it yet. Green, that's what we needed, wasn't it? Green electronics. So this needs to thrive, it needs an input of, I'll place it down and we'll see. About there. I need a splitter or two. Need some more assembly machines, for which I need more of this and this. Just picking up off the belt there. More than that, let's see. Go against the tide, we pick up several, let's see. Yeah. Get these belts done while we're waiting. So this is going to be a feed in of, I'll work it out in a minute. Yeah, well let's think about this. This is from an earlier, a blueprint from an earlier build I did in another play session. So we can tweak it. Right, so this is our iron plates coming in to either side. We've got production going on either side. For a green electronic circuit we need iron plates and copper cable. Copper cable is produced on site. We're not doing this elsewhere and feeding in the copper cable, we'll produce it directly here. So this is a feed of what do we need for the speed ratio of production. We need 3 of these to 2 of these, and ideally yes we need blue. We don't have them. Let's grab some more. Get them soon. In fact, yeah, let's have them. See, we need some blue and we need some red. Let's get at least one side going. I got plenty of yellow, of course. This is our output. We're not necessarily going to take it down that way. So these need copper. So we need a split off of our iron plates down to this lane, which will in turn split along these two. So you see these need these iron plates, and we're going to output to there, going to input to there, going to power you, power you, power you. Going to go to there for now. We're only going to furnish this first block here, and this is going to be our lane then for, well, it's going to split off that way, isn't it? You need copper and eventually you need copper. Let's go split, and we're going to come across this. Instead of going underground, I'll just break that pathway there. This will still feed that way underneath, and we're going to split you here, line up. There you go. Oh yeah, it's you, Daddy. You forgot this one. Dear me. Let's make that a bit more generous. I can get rid of these items off my hotbar now. Split. Don't like putting that there. It's a bit, when you look at it later, it's a bit confusing, but anyway. We want some this way. This is our our initial provision. Let's see, we want input, 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 output, out, 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 in, out. Yep. We just need some power to this array here. How far can we go and still look reasonable? There we go. Here we are. Green circuits. Green electronic circuits. And I should probably aim so we get a nice balanced lane on both sides here. See if we can't. How's that gonna be? Can we get at least one of them going? Need this to carry on. To you. Bit slow because I've not hooked these up with copper plates yet. I can do one more. See if we can get, yeah, let's get this done. Oh, And we're fully operational. Good. We may need more. The mall doesn't use that much in terms of green, but certainly other things we're going to build later do need massive quantities of those things. But our initial need was for our inserter build, and that's going to be coming in down this lane here. Or was it? Sorry? It was our splitters. Splitters to do other things. Let's get that hooked up. Now again, I've got to remember just to put it on one lane here, one side of this. Now red is going to come in somewhere else. Let's see. We are going to split it here because it needs to go down here and up here. Keep that space free. Again, I'm not going to hook it up there, it'll create a curve. And I go beyond and drop it there. So we're on one side only. Does that reach? Does that reach our splitter generator here? Of course not, I forgot to do the undergroundy. There we go. Here we go. This is good because the more items we get production going here, the more relaxed we can be, because they're going to do a lot of the work for us. And yes, we have splitters, we've got 4 in there, I'll grab those. And we will take this line down here as well. Let's see if we can mirror this. Red's going to go on this side. Green we have undergroundy splitter underground. How's that getting to you? Ah, that way. The mall, as you see, is quite the complex and ingenious construct, done by people far smarter than I am, or bothered. Need you. Need some blue guys just to pick up from this transport belt here. They get the green. Let's start with the yellow. Make sure that's provided. Need this, don't I? Yep. Let's go across. Whoa, too far, but yeah, we will need it down there. Eesh. It'll get messy here later. That's going to carry on down that way eventually. Let's see, is that going to make it all the way across here? Looks good. Yeah, you see, now we're causing some significantly higher demand now on this feed of iron plates. Are we producing? Item ingredient shortage, it's saying. Cogs. We need cogs. Where are you getting cogs from? Here. Yeah, you put onto this belt, don't you? Let's make sure we're covered on those precious things we want. Not that one, this one. Oh, one more. We got enough to build these. We will. I think we will. Let's see some activity. What are you lacking? Green and yellow. Ah. Of course we need to feed it, the feeder cross. Need the feed in, need all the things for everything. Oh, forgot you, didn't I? Come on, let's go, let's go. I'll have that because I need that for you. Come on, how are we doing? Are we picking up the green? Did I? Is that an actual one? Is that a ghost? It's a ghost. Come on, what do I need to build this manually? Give me one. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There we go. Yay, we got activity. And we got blue. Insert is going. Let's just assess where we are then, guys. We've got the beginnings of our mall. We've got a production line going of some of the fundamentals we need, which is the yellow transport belts, the underground belts, and the splitters now. Let's grab those. 50, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't need any more, I've probably got too many as it is. Of these yellow in my holding. Let's have a look at my inventory. Way too many. And I don't need coal. Check our power. Getting up there, isn't it? We slap another one on. Where's our power? Over here. But I think we'll leave it there. We're going to next video we might crack on with some serious science production, not this piecemeal effort here, which has stopped. I think I'm gonna, let's just get rid of some of this. Not gonna need all that, I don't think. Let's get rid of, oh, not that, not that. Undo that. But yeah, we're going to ramp up the production of this, populate that, get this green circuit production going for the mall's needs. Power, we've stabilised a bit now. Check our coal. So our coal line is currently feeding down here and across. It's feeding these furnace smelting arrays, and it's feeding our actual power generators here. Yeah, later on we can break that dependency on, at least for the power generators. We can develop solar arrays, energy storage, and we can have found in past endeavours provide enough electricity just locally off this main grid that you see here. The electricity grid is all one at the moment from this source here. We can isolate this so it's not dependent on itself. We can power all these inserters down here from the solar power. That's it guys, we'll leave it there. That's gone on long enough I think. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share with your friends, comment down below, what do you think? Are we making progress? Can you see where we're going with this? We need things to make other things. Subscribe if you haven't already, that would mean a lot, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.